It's Thursday evening at Airventure 2024. You're watching me depart Oshkosh, flying back to Fond Du Lac, where I've been staying for the week. Now, for those of you who are watching this video strictly for the Oshkosh content, that's it. That's all you're going to see. My initial plan on this departure was to take a couple laps around the pattern before actually heading back to Fond Du Lac, but I had a couple of really slow planes in front of me and some fast planes being launched behind me. Now, last year this wasn't a big deal, but we had some new rules introduced at the pilot briefings this year in response to the accident that occurred last year. One of those changes was that passing is now highly discouraged. And at this point I had already slowed to about 50 miles an hour to try to maintain my distance behind those other aircraft, but I was still catching up to them. And another rule of the pattern was no slow flight. And I felt like there was just no way to stay in the pattern without breaking one rule or the other, so I decided to remove myself from the situation and head on back to Fond Du Lac. Now, when you're entering or departing the ultralight pattern, make sure you don't go above 300 feet AGL, because this is where you're going to cross paths with the GA aircraft entering at 500 feet AGL. And to illustrate that, here's a clip of me leaving the pattern last year. Now watch the interstate as I cross it, and you can see the shadow of another plane flying over me as it enters from the Fisk arrival. There's the other plane. And so, yeah, they're coming in at 500 feet AGL, so you definitely don't want to go above 300 feet AGL when you're crossing that intersection in the pattern. Now, once you get past that intersection and you're out here, you really don't want to get below 300 feet in this area. And that's because you're going to be flying near a bunch of houses and, you know, right along the road. I kind of moved myself a little farther away from the road, off to my right, so I wasn't flying directly over the houses along the side of the road there, although the camera angle might make it look like I am. But the ultralight arrival and departure procedures state that we have to fly alongside this road until we're clear of the Class Delta. This intersection that I'm coming up on here now kind of marks the point where we hit the end of the Class Delta, and so now I can cross over the road and start to gain a little altitude.